Whoa, hey man, I think I'm in the wrong classroom.
Oh, I love that.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just on Facebook.
What are you liking?
I don't even know. I'm just mindlessly hitting like because, well, I just don't know.
At least like something that's worth actually liking.
Like what?
Like the new 90.3 WHPC page on Facebook.
Oh, I like that.
Search for 90.3 WHPC on Facebook and join the conversation happening right now on the voice of Nassau Community College. Yes, like 90.3 WHPC on Facebook.
I do like that.
As I was saying, like 90.3 WHPC on Facebook. From the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
All right, we're shutting them off, and we're coming back with our...
We're going to shut you down.
Our musical interlude. And we are back with Motormouth Radio, Long Island's only automotive radio talk show. Ray Guarino with Joe D, and we are anxiously waiting to hear from Artie Schilling from Artie's Party.
Yeah, excuse me. Not to mention, there's a couple of car shows going on this weekend. Yeah, I mean, the weather is holding up, thankfully.
Today's a beautiful day, yeah.
Yeah, it certainly is. I'm just wondering if our friend Howie the Big Man, who usually attends the Buick Show, is out there. Consider this a shout-out, Howie, and call in. Or, you know what? If you're at the Buick Show, give us a holler.
Yeah,
if you're at any car show, give us a holler.
And that show is in Wantua?
Wantua, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
At the train station. So there's a bunch of shows.
I've been there a number of times. It's pretty cool. You know, it's not just Buicks, even though, of course, they're the focus. But
right.
Although
we did a Ford show.
Probably, knowing certain people will show up in a Pontiac or something, but we won't go there.
Or a Nissan. Or something. Right.
We won't go there.
No, okay, good.
So yeah, if you're at a car show and let us know what's happening, call in. You know, because we're stuck in the basement.
Because 'tis the season, as they say. You know.
Yes.
But have you have any interesting repairs this week? Anything that really stumped you or gave you fits, or that you said, "Aha! I have a better way of doing that."
Well, basically, it was a lot of monitor stuff.
Really, lizards, huh? What a weird week you had.
Caimans and thunder lizards
Komodo
and
dragons
stuff there. And, basically people trying, it's the end of the month, 3 days before the end of the month. And, of course, everybody's looking for their sticker.
Right.
And, of course, they're pulling in and they, it's like, well, I have a check engine light on. Well, I'm sorry, but, basically.
No sticker for you!
That's what happens.
Yes.
So then they mad rush to try to get these things out. And sometimes cars don't get ready.
Right.
Or depending on the car, you might find that they just don't want to get ready because it's like playing 50 questions, not even 20 questions. Basic with monitors, you print up the drive cycle, all right? Some cars actually, like certain Chryslers, you could actually put the scan tool on there and it'll tell you you're driving too fast, you're driving too slow, certain throttle position, whatever. But a lot of things have to line up. And no matter what, you can't get these cars through.
I guess the thing...
Especially if there's traffic.
Oh, well, right. I guess the thing to mention a little bit is about those readiness monitors. Because I found now that people who don't know anything about it have a little bit of knowledge, and they say, yeah, I heard I got to get this monitor, and I heard it was no big deal. And
yeah,
it's now from what there's different monitors that need to be set. A scan tool tells you with a red, green, or yellow display if you are ready for that. And if the monitors aren't set, that's when you have to do what you said is that drive cycle.
You have to do the drive cycle. Well, you know what happens is that if everything's kosher and then everything's not on the ragged edge, the next thing you know, you could just drive the car for a day or two and it'll set. And we have people do that for whatever reason. But, of course, when your sticker expires in 15 minutes,
right?
Then we have to go to plan B or C.
Let's go to plan B. We'll answer the phone.
Plan P, that would be.
Plan P will say, hi, you're on the Motor Mouths, Ray and Joe.
Hello, Professor Ray. Hello, Joey D. This is Howie. How you guys doing?
It's the Big Man. Hey, Howie.
Hey.
Hey, guys, I'm here at the Wantua train station for the annual Buick Show. And I'm looking at a car that Professor Ray would love.
What do you got there, Howie?
I'll tell you what we got. We're going to look at it. This is probably let's see here. This is a custom 68 Buick Riviera.
Nice.
It's got
Okay.
a carbon fiber hood. It's got a modified engine here that's definitely not factory. The wheels are low profile.
Custom.
It looks like it should be in, a picture, like the movies of Mad Max.
Wow. What color is the car, Howie?
It is gray metallic. A lot of metallic flakes in it. And on the trunk and on the hood is carbon fiber.
Very nice.
Wow, how tuner. That's not that's something you still normally see on
This
like
is
a
not
Civic.
a car you want to start late at night.
What if that's real carbon
really
fiber or
loud.
faux? Because they do the water that water graphic stuff. That
okay.
looks carbony. Could be either way. It's a great look.
Yeah, but definitely that would not make you very popular with your neighbors, I would say, based on what you're telling me.
Agreed.
Good. A lot of cars, big turnout.
I spoke to the owner. He did a lot of the work himself, and he's a great craftsman.
That's
Good.
to know.
Even though I'm an OEM guy, I'm original. And I am original.
I was going to say you are definitely an original.
You are an original.
Yeah.
They
You're an
broke
OG.
the
A little
mold.
different, huh? A little different. But no, this modified thing is pretty.
This modified.
As a matter of fact, I think on it, this vehicle is rated bad ASS.
Okay.
Ah.
That's excellent.
That's a
What
great
engine's
class.
in that car, Howie? Is it a Buick engine?
That's a 455 Buick.
Okay, so a little later model.
Okay, yeah. Nothing to sneeze at. Talk about something that's got some pulling power.
Oh, yeah.
We're just talking about trucks, but that motor you could pull a house
absolutely.
with.
This is all for performance, and he's got like a Sparco, almost like the Ricardo seats in it.
Okay.
Like the
in
Ricky
his style.
Ricardo seats?
He's got some old analog.
He's just so ridiculous. I'm sorry. What?
Is it a carbureted or fuel injected car, Howie? Or turbocharged?
I'll tell you right now. Let me look. It looks like it is. It is carbureted.
It is carbureted. Okay.
Cool.
Yes.
Old school. I love it.
It's got a whole different system. I think the only thing original on this car is just the body. That's it.
And
Okay.
parts of
Everything
that may
else
be modified.
is custom.
So,
Right.
what classic did you bring to the show today, Howie?
I brought my '89 Buick Regal Grand Sport.
Yes.
I'm in the let's see here, the E-Class. I'm the first car here,
Really?
and yes,
Did any others show up in that class?
yeah, I was the first one to show up in that class. To have some class.
Are there any others
And,
in that class?
I was going yesterday to a party, so I didn't get a chance. I was working some long hours and able to just to wash it yesterday.
Okay.
Excellent. So, in other words, you showed up clean. So, in other words, if you didn't show up, if you're the only car in the class, if you didn't show up there, you would have no class.
No, well, thank you, but no,
Class
there's
of-
other cars in my class. There's probably 1, 2,
Class of
3,
one.
4, 5 cars at least in the E-Class.
Which answers the question I asked earlier.
Right.
Thank
right.
you.
No, well,
Very good.
so
Better late than
how
never.
about there are a lot of classic originals out there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely.
50s, 60s cars,
If
whatever.
you look at the vintage for Class A and Class B, I'll go with at least 2 cars. One of my friends, Rich, his car is beautiful. It's beautiful. I would say burgundy color. It's a '54 Buick Special convertible, and it's red, triple red. You could say burgundy. It's beautiful. It's got the green colored motor of '54. This is in superb shape.
Nice. A resto job? Or
it's got
okay, cool.
It's got those fat white walls on it. With the what's the Professor Ray is it the Healy spoke wheels on it?
No, they're probably. I just had it in my head.
Yeah, me too.
Kelsey Hayes. They're probably Kelsey
Kelsey
Hayes.
Hayes, right?
yeah.
Those are on it, and they're beautiful. This car I could drive any day.
Nice.
If he lets you.
Yeah, we got to work on getting you one of those, Howie. Because let's face
Well,
it, you'd
it's
fit
probably
right in.
too big, man. I got my budget to deal with.
Yeah.
Right. No.
And probably I got Judy to deal with. That's true.
Well, just remember that car probably has a very large trunk.
That's right. That's right.
All righty,
Absolutely,
fellas.
Joey D. I agree with you.
Getting
on
into
that.
trouble on all levels today.
Yeah, let's face it.
Nice.
Well, she's doing a 45-mile bike ride today.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
so
So when she's done, you could put the bike in the trunk there.
Right, the bike and her in the trunk, right? Yeah.
Oh boy!
Hey, wait! You're not Italian. You got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm more Jewish than Italian.
Well, yeah, I understand.
All right,
well,
Howie.
Thank you so much for calling in because we were wondering. We were talking about whether we, what your outcome was out there in the Buick Show.
Right.
Oh yeah, I was very fortunate to be able to come here and to show the car to enjoy. We're having a beautiful day today. Tomorrow, I don't know about all the parades for Memorial Day. It may rain.
Yeah.
I'll be in the one in Plainview, I hope.
Okay.
And happy motoring. And one last thing I wanted to tell you.
Go ahead.
There was a car, but my friend Chris, he got it through Alan. He's Oldfield, and it's a beautiful. Oh, excuse me. That's a car. Hard to hear you. And it's a 75. Buick LeSabre, one of 40 convertibles, white with a blue dash, white interior.
Nice.
Beautiful car, very rare car. That was a big promotion in 1975 with the Buick Heritage.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Anyway,
cool, Howie.
Enjoy, happy motoring, and thank you for the call.
All right. Catch you soon, Howie. Thanks.
Take care. Good to talk to you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. That is, of course, the big man.
Always good to hear from the big man with his blow-by-blow of what's going out there in the Buick Show.
You know, that his comment on that Riviera reminded me of our good friend Steve Linden's column in this week's Newsday.
About the Resto-Mods?
About Resto-Mods, right? He said that he got a lot of calls, or more calls than usual, about people selling their Resto-Mods, and he had me hooked. And I thought, and it was kind of what I thought. People, just to sum it up, a Restomod is a car like, if you happen to know me, it's like my Pontiac. It's an original vehicle that's been restored but modified.
Yeah, modernized, actually. What Goat, Camaro, whatever, Chevelle has not been modified.
Well,
That's
even
why
yours. I mean, unless it's a bone stock original. So the thing is, there's many different levels of a Restomod, and like in his article, I go to Newsday.com, you can find it.
Friday's issue there.
Yeah. The like what Steven said, of course, I changed the brakes on my car. I put on a Willwood calipers, but I used a stock cast iron rotor. Some people are using rotors from. Now this is the point. You got to get the car worked on, and parts are from unknown origin.
Parts unknown is not a map point here.
Right? Was it an eBay buy? Did you buy everything from one manufacturer? Is it Chinesium? Is it stuff that you found at a swap meet? You don't know what it is.
Right.
And now like he mentioned with the belts. A car may have an aftermarket serpentine system on it, and now the belt goes. Well, what do you buy? You can't go in and ask, I need a serpentine belt for a 64 Chevelle. Because it doesn't exist.
Right, yeah. It's like the rear door moldings on a Monte Carlo.
Yeah, right. The best you could do would be to bring the belt, and in this case, if it broke, if you could retrieve it, bring it with you, and they could probably measure it and get something close.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're screwed. It's like, okay, well, Now, even if a parts guy is sharp, is he going to take the time out of his day to try and back engineer what you have and need, or work with customers who are actually going to be in and out and make some money for the shop?
Yeah, that's always, having been a parts guy, that's always a conundrum because you want to help the guy out. It's an interesting car, and it's a little bit of a challenge for the parts guy. The only thing is you've got, especially if you're dealing with a place that shops come to, they want in, out. They don't want to know nothing. They want instantaneous service.
Well, another thing is if that car goes to a repair shop, and let's say you bring your regular cars to this guy, a local guy, you've been bringing him stuff for 20 years, and he works on all your cars, your kids' cars. Right. And now you bring in your Restomod and say, hey, Johnny, I need an oil change. Okay, easy enough. Yeah, do a diff change, whatever, and brakes. And then, okay, the guy pulls the Kreggers off or whatever's on there and finds like, what the heck brakes are these?
Right.
It may not say Bear or Willwood or something on it. And now you have to try and match up brake pads. Where are you going to get them?
Well, that's even with classic cars, we had a 67 Cougar in the shop for AC work, and it got to the point where the guy had supplied his own compressor and stuff like that. And we kind of didn't mind because, actually the boss didn't mind because trying to track that stuff down. You know what I mean? Especially, it's not like if he rolled in with a 2007 whatever. You know what I mean? It's like you can get a compressor in 15 minutes.
Sure.
So it ended up that this thing needed an expansion valve, and so now you call up the parts store, and they start laughing at you.
Yeah.
So you got to back the thing out. That's the shop. The thing is, they're tied up the lift for like over an hour.
Exactly.
While they were trying to decide whether or not they can get the valve and do the job or whatever. Shops